Hello, dear friends. Welcome to Kardec Radio, where we're here to nourish our souls. I'm Norah, the host of this program. Thoughts by Joanna and Angelis through Divaldo. Franco, always showing the book, have an idea. It's so small, but my Lord, these messages are so profound, right? It's a beautiful classroom that we are creating here together, and each of us receive a message. So we're asking the mentors to inspire us when we listen to this. So let us begin, dear friends. Here we go. Joanna's message today states, only love can fill up the enormous void of the soul in that silent and solitary place within the heart. Love must establish its absolute rule and shine like the brightest light in all directions. Beautiful. Friends, I have notes not to deviate from the message because there's so much to say. Let's think about this. Within the depths of our being, sometimes there is a vast and lonely space that may exist, right? This might be an enormous void that's craving connection, understanding, and warmth, right? Looking at this from evolutionary science as well, we are social beings. So that's actually normal. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But now in the spiritual sense, right? This thought by Joanna is saying that love with its boundless and transformative power is that force capable of truly filling in this void. So this is a spiritual tool for us along so many other things that accompany us our day to day to really work on this part of ourselves, right? Imagining this, right? We're in a room and in this quietude of our innermost self, love is called upon to reign supreme. In other words, love in its purest form becomes that guiding force that shapes our thoughts, actions, and interactions with the world. So let us imagine this love as this bright light radiating from the core of our being in all directions, almost like this meditation, right? And it dispels that darkness of loneliness, fear, and despair. And the same time as it's getting rid of those feelings, it's illuminating a pathway of our existence, fostering a sense of purpose, belonging, and interconnectedness. Is this easy? No, it's a tough exercise, right? But it's also one of those that is not from one day to the other. It's like we keep building and building, right? Those little steps eventually we see become these bigger portions. And so sometimes when we're going through things, friends, and speaking also for myself, we can find ourselves just this loneliness, right? And it's like John is saying, let's not stay there. Let's find a place within us to love ourselves, right? And when we do this, and when we pray, when we go to the Spirit Center, when we call a friend, when we read a book, we watch beautiful program, even attending to our health and all these practices of self-love, what we're doing is we're allowing love to shine brightly within our hearts, contributing to the world where, this profound and healing power of love needs to extend in all directions, right? We need this. No boundaries. We gotta love, right? Filling the voids and illuminating the beauty inherent in this human experience. So, as we're thinking about these thoughts, there's a something for us to contemplate. And this human experience that, we're always constantly reminding ourselves through Joanna's messages in this book. It's not spiritist, but it's beautiful. Trusting the Gold by Tara Brach. It has a powerful message. It's just pieces and excerpts. She's telling this story. Something's really wrong with me. I can't change, and it's not okay to be how I am. I started crying, despairing, helplessly sunk in believing I am unlovable. I let myself open to the fullness of that despairing part, and as I did, I could sense myself reaching out for help. The words came spontaneously. Please love me, I whispered again and again. My whispers were calling forth a luminous, warm, intimate presence that I could sense surrounding me. Now, the realization of love is always loving you. This self love, this experience that Tara shares with us, right? We've all been there. In order for us to understand love, sometimes we do need this darkness, right? To know those needs that we need to expand the self love. And when love is established as our constant, like a rule, like a practice, a habit, a procedure, a goal, it becomes transformative force that transcends these personal boundaries. And not only is it in, but it starts to come out, right, and touch the lives of those around us. So as we nurture this love, we're not only addressing, right, our own soul's yearning, but we're also becoming the beacons of light for others, right? This charity that as spiritists we need to work on. In the Gospel according to Spiritism, we have a beautiful letter with instructions of how to see this love and how this love, when it's within, it begins to pour out. So the spirits instruct us to love in the true sense of the word is to be loyal, um, honest and conscientious, to do to others what we have would have them do to us, right? There's that self love. So it is the look around oneself and search for the inner meaning behind all the pain afflicting your fellow creatures, so as to better able to offer some relief. The Spirit continues, it is to consider the great human family as your own. Here we go again, as our own, because this family will at some future day re-encounter itself in the other more advanced worlds together with other spirits who, like you, are also God's children, destined to infinite elevation. Thus, you cannot deny to your fellow men and women what God has liberally granted to you, seeing that on your side you should be happy, they give you what you need. Therefore, always have a word of comfort and hope for all who suffer, so that you may be wholly just and loving. Believe, that's why I say, love greatly so as to be greatly loved. Will open up the way. And this is so beautiful what they're going to give us now, these spirits. These words are revolutionary and follow a pathway that is sure and invariable. But those of you who listen to them have already made some progress. You are much better than you were 100 years ago. You have changed so much for your own good that you can willingly accept a host of new ideas on liberty and fraternity, which before you would have rejected. Moreover, without doubt, in another 100 years or so, you will accept just as easily those ideas, which now you are unable to get into your heads, right? Chapter 11, instructions from the spirits, from the law of love. And this spiritist concept of loving ourselves now becomes like that, we have accountability. We need this accountability towards our surroundings, towards ourselves, towards our mission. What are we here for? But what's more beautiful from the spirits is this idea that it's not about being 100% right. It's not about being the fastest. It's seeing this from that angle that no matter where we're at, if we were to put a number, where Norah, right, or you are their friend, 100 years ago, me or you, we're different, and 100 years from now, we're different. It's not about who is in front or behind, but it's about keeping moving forward and believing and doing what we need to do, right? With this beautiful message of self-love that Joanna is encouraging us to seek and cultivate love within ourselves, so that by doing so, it's going to become this source of strength and resilience. And after all, friends, right? This beautiful human experience. And what we're here for, it's about that. Friends, isn't this a beautiful message? We thank you so much always for being here. Let us not forget to tune into other programs like Kardec Radio. And always, always, let us remember that we are loved. Until next week, same place, same time. Bye, friends.